Climate change is having devastating impact across Africa, affecting communities in different ways. It is having its effects everywhere on planet Earth. Between the increase in temperature and the loss of biodiversity, the feelings of the communities vary according to this or that other group of people. And for people with albinism on the continent, increasing temperatures and longer dry seasons pose a particular challenge. People with albinism are affected by climate change due to extreme heat and light occurrences. People with albinism have been traveling a rocky path as they continue to struggle with the effects of climate change, which has brought about weather patterns which are not favorable to their sensitive skin. Sandson Dairy had a chance to speak to Susan Mwape and Julius Mwale, who explains to me what extreme temperatures does to their skin.
So as a person with albinism, climate change affect me in so many ways. When many trees are being cut off, as a person with albinism, I need the shade where I can relax in. Now when trees are being cut off, there is nowhere where I can at least refresh myself. So the sun affects me in so many ways. As to such, it results into cancer for me. So I'm urging every one of the people watching me out there, they shouldn't cut the trees, because deforestation also affects us persons with albinism.
As persons with albinism, our skin lacks melanin, and melanin is what protects a lot of people from direct sunbeam. So as for us persons with albinism, when temperatures are too high, we get affected by the sun because our skin gets burnt, we have sunburns. Even if we're in a shelter, because of that heat coming direct to us, we start having painful skin.
Albinism is a genetic condition that leads to a lack of pigment in the hair, skin, and eyes, causing vulnerability to the sun and bright light. People with albinism are disproportionately affected by the ultraviolet rays produced by the sun, and they are major victims of skin cancer. Climate change is regarded as a threat multiplier to most vulnerable communities, mostly in developing countries that are still lagging behind in terms of adaptation and mitigation techniques. Baidun Chandipo is Executive Director for Albinism Foundation of Zambia, and he too, as a person with albinism, weighed in on the matter.
And all these factors, most of them are what we call human activities, so-called anthropogenic activities when you follow it from the expert knowledge point of view. So some of them we can say agricultural activities. Of course, when you want to farm, maybe probably at a certain land which has got so many trees, you will be forced to cut down those trees so that you can grow your crops. So not forgetting that you are actually damaging the environment, because when you cut down trees, one, you are disadvantaging rainfall. You won't have rains in that particular area. And what will happen when you want to have rains? There will be global warming. And what causes that, I may not want to explain in details because it's a long process.
High levels of coordination between government ministries and stakeholders at all heights can help to deal with climate change and its effects. In the energy sector, use of renewable energy such as green energy and energy efficiency technologies has been lobbied to be one of the most efficient and sustainable way of mitigating global warming. Reporting, I am Diana Kafwala.